Hello everybody, and this is Indie Blue. Today I will be doing a 90s inspired pink makeup look. So we're going to start off with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. This is one of my favorite primers. I used to not get the point of a primer, but it is a protective barrier between your skin and the makeup. While doing this makeup look, I am talking to my cousin, so you will not hear any background noise from me other than the walkthrough. I will be going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Intense Retouch Setting Powder in Nutmeg. I like to set my primer just as a, an added layer. So you're just going to take a little bit of primer, you're going to tap off the excess and just brush it all over your face or wherever you're going to be putting foundation. I did record this video a few months ago and I had a bit of discoloration on my face as well as my neck and my chest. I will do an updated makeup tutorial because that has started to disappear. Now I wanted to go in for my eyes and do the same thing with the setting powder with the e.l.f. stippling brush. I really love this brush for foundation. It kind of packs in the powder or the liquid foundation a lot better. So I'm going in with the LA Colors Pro Concealer in Fawn. Since updating my skincare routine, my under eye circles are barely visible now. I'll be uploading the video on that as well. I'm going around my smile line just for added pop. I will say that skincare is so important because I've been adding more hydrating products into my skincare routine. I don't actually need to do this anymore. Gonna zoom in there. Going in for extra highlight with the LA Girl HD Pro Conceal in Creamy Beige. It's like an extra little pop. Now you don't have to do this. I'm taking my fan because I did not feel like taking a piece of paper to help set it a little bit. And we're gonna give you a bit of CoverGirl in slow-mo. And I blended that out just a smidgen off camera. And as you can see, it's a little ashy. But I'm just gonna set that concealer with the same powder I took at the beginning of the video, just the skin color. And we're speeding it up. When it comes to foundation and concealer, you do want to make sure that you blend. A lot of people do not blend their concealer all that well, no matter how much that they put. And so it looks really cakey on top of the skin. Go in with an old brush that, I don't even remember where I bought this. I just love it so much. It's an angled, sort of tapered, fluffy brush. And I want to say that might have been a Morphe brush. Don't quote me. It's just one of my favorites to use for personal use. And I'm more so stippling than brushing. I'm brushing over the lid lightly, but I'm kind of doing a patting motion under my eyes along with blending it out, doing a little brushing. I'm going to take powder just to help blend that and set it. Now this full video is my full makeup routine. I will have separate videos, updated videos of my skincare and also my foundation, concealer, things of that in separate videos coming up. I essentially wanted to take it back to the old school days of YouTube where we used to just sit and watch people do their makeup. Let me know if you prefer talking tutorials or voiceovers. And I'm just going back and forth between the small angle brush and the stippling brush. It looks like I'm rubbing the mess out of my face, but I promise you I'm not. And my lighting while filming this video was definitely a little off. So I promise I do not look as ashy and dry as I do right here. I was working with my ring light, but also one other light that made me look very pale. So I'm going in with this CoverGirl powder, and it's very light. It's pretty damn light, but I like to set under eyes the Revlon Color Stay powder. I'll put the color in the description. And I just like to set under my eyes, over top of it. It adds just like a added layer of highlight. Kind of make it look more refreshed. I'm going in with the Revlon Color Stay foundation in 410 Cappuccino. Just taking a little bit of that on top of your back of your hand or palette, whatever. And with this brush, I'm going in and I'm stippling at first. So just tapping, getting the color onto my skin, and then you're going to buff it out. I love this brush, the stippling brush. Whoever made the stippling brush, they deserve to have free makeup for the rest of their lives, because I actually prefer the stippling brush over sponges, believe it or not. And I'm just going back in with the foundation just to make sure I didn't miss any areas, but to also blend it out seamlessly with my concealer. And I like to go back in either with my finger or a fluffy brush just to go over top of any of the dark marks that I going in with the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. This is maybe a little lighter than my foundation. I filmed this in the summertime, so the Fenty foundation is a little light, just to mute out my eye sockets. I'm going in with that face powder just to set that on my lid, my upper eye area, and also to build a transition color for when I do my brows. I'm going in with that powder on a big fluffy brush just all over my face just to set my foundation and the concealer. And my lighting gets really weird here. I will do another separate eyebrow tutorial. Going in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Lock On Liner and Brow Cream. This is a slightly too dark for me. I normally will go in and do the tail end with this color and then take a lighter brown for the front. I do my eyebrows at least 3 different ways, which is why I shave off the tail end, because I like to switch it up. And a little indentation in my eyebrow. I had an eyebrow ring that rejected, and so it left a cool little scar right over my eyebrow. Just going back and forth with the brush and a little tiny bit of that eyebrow gel. Just back and forth, back and forth. Fast forward, I am taking that same CoverGirl foundation, Revlon foundation, excuse me, on my neck. I had a lot of acne scars on my neck and my chest. Just to blend that. My neck is not a different color from my face. A lot of people's are, which is perfectly normal. So you want to match if your face and your neck are 2 different complexions, you want to match your face to your body to your neck, and not the other way around. Just taking a little bit of foundation and blending my chest area just so it all blends together. Like I said, I had dark marks going down my chest. Stippling, tapping the foundation onto my skin and then buffing it out helps to make a really nice, natural look. And then taking the powder to set it. I'm going in with the True Complexion from Black Radiance Contour Palette, medium to dark. I'm taking that darker color just to bring a little bit of warmth back into my skin and add a little bit of definition where the foundation may have washed me out. And I don't tend to like really harsh contour, so I'm taking a few taps of the powder, but I'm making sure to blend it out. I like to highlight my collarbone just to bring more definition into my skin. I'm not adding any more powder, I believe. I'm just making sure to blend out the line of demarcation. Going back in with that fawn concealer from LA Pro Cosmetics. I'm just outlining my eyebrows. And you can take your skin color foundation as well, depending on the look that you're going for. I do like to have a little pop under my eyebrows, so I take a lighter foundation shade or concealer shade. But you can definitely take your natural skin complexion foundation and do the same thing. Sometimes I like my tail end to be sharp. I'm going to take that same face powder that I used at the beginning, tap off the excess, and begin to blend that concealer out. Make sure you blend really, really good. Going back and forth, tapping motion, but also a sweeping motion to make sure that it's well blended. Blending that in the middle of my brows, but also where the forehead highlight would normally be. so that it can all be seamless. Now, if you have a pencil brush or a stiffer brush, eyeshadow brush or whatever, you can go in and get even closer underneath of your brow when you blend. And I take my same foundation color, the powder color, and connect my eyebrow bone to the bridge of my nose. Just added definition. It kind of makes you look a little bit, just a little fierce. But also going in and creating that transition color for the eyeshadow that we'll be using. Well, the beginning transition color. I add about 2 or 3. Going back in with the eyeshadow, the eyebrow brush spoolie, just to blend that front out a little bit. I'm taking this old BH Cosmetics palette. It's so old, like 2014, 2013, I believe. And I'm taking that light red color, and that is our next transition color. Right underneath where we put that natural powder, you're just gonna go sweeping windshield wiper motion. Just slightly over top of your eye socket. And you're gonna blend that out. I go in with a little bit more of that same color. You can use any red or pink that you want, even an orange will look good if you want to go for a sunset pink color. I think I was listening to music. Yeah, I was definitely listening to music. Taking the natural foundation powder, I keep saying foundation powder, setting powder, and blending that over top of that red so it's more seamless. Take a shot of water every single time I say seamless. And going back in with that red to add more. You always want to go in little by little. It's easier to add more than having to do more work to take away that color. Now you can add a bunch of color and then just go in and blend for your life, but my arms get tired. So I'm doing kind of a cut crease. Not kind of, I'm doing a cut crease. You take any angle brush with a concealer or your foundation color, and you want to go slightly over your lid, depending on your eye shape. You want to be able to see it, so you look up, look down, just to go back and forth with it. You see my eyes are slightly hooded, so I like to look up so I can see where that fold is and go above that. And key to cut crease is taking your time while you're doing it. And then just blending that out, not adding any more concealer. I'm going and blending the lid concealer out a little bit with that brush so it's not patchy. And just taking a lighter color just to set that. Had no idea that my camera was focusing on the palette at first. It was going in and out. Going back in with that red. No, going in with the pink. It's like a slightly sparkly pink. And I'm just tapping the color onto the brush, and then I'm going to tap it onto the lid. And depending on the eyeshadow, tapping motions tend to be the best for applying color. Some eyeshadows are more pigmented, but also to prevent a little bit of fallout. You're never really going to not get fallout from shadows, but you want to tap first and then sweep if necessary. It kind of packs the color onto the lid where you want it. And just adding more color as needed. The better the foundation and formula, the less you'll have to go back in. I'm just taking the brown shade from that contour palette. Or any dark brown shade, any brown shade that you may have. And I'm just blending the edge of that out. Ooh, this color was off. I tried to fix it, but my lighting is definitely a lot better now. You just want to blend that over top as well as in the crease area. And going and adding more as needed. And I'm going over top of the line of the cut crease, not on it, just over top of it. You don't want to completely blend that line out, but you do want to blend it into your transition color. And going back in with that pink to add more color. I'm going in. At the time I didn't have a black color. I had to re-up on my eyeshadow palettes. So I went in with this ashy gray black just to add up more definition to the eye. But you can use just a little bit of black or even a darker brown. And again, the point is to remember to blend. Sometimes we add a lot of color and we think, oh no, we messed up. No, sometimes you just need to blend it out. When in doubt, blend it out. And then add a little bit more color to the lid so it can pop and blend all together. I'm just taking my fluffy brush and brushing some of the fallout out. You can do your eyes first and then go back and do your foundation, and then go in and do your foundation. I'm just taking that natural color powder and just blending further. Going in with the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner in black. I really like this liner. It has a felt tip pen. For more precision, if you have issues doing liner, it's like using a marker. And they do have like the bigger sizes too. The key to liner is taking your time. I get asked all the time, how do I do my liner? Practice, 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 practice. A lot of days of looking like a raccoon when I was first learning. I think I'll upload a liner video, even though there's 1,000,002 on YouTube. I'll do one anyway. What I like to do first is to outline the liner in the shape that I want it, and then go back and fill it in. If you try to do it all at once, unless you're skilled like that, yeah, it can get messy. Going in with the Ardell Professional 3D Faux Mink. I don't know what style. I don't think it had a style number that I remember. But the packaging. And I believe this is this was an old lash glue that I had. Ended up throwing it away. It was from the beauty supply store because it started to irritate my eye. But going with whatever eyelash glue that you like. Now when you're doing someone else's eyes, don't blow on the band. Take a piece of paper or something to slightly dry the glue for maybe 15 to 30 seconds so it can get a little tacky. And you want to bend the band so that it can fit a little bit better around your eye. Sometimes the bands are shaped to the form of the packaging that it came in. So you want to give it more of a bend for your natural eye, or trim is needed. I like to blink, because sometimes I'll blink while I'm doing my lashes, and that'll make it a little bit more difficult. And you want to start on the end of the eye and then work your way in, or you can even just lay it on your eyelashes and then adjust. The key is taking your time. I like to go and press slightly with my lashes, but also up against my eye. So make sure that it's sticking. I'm going in with the champagne color in the inner corner. I love a good inner corner color because it helps your eye to pop just that much more better. And now I'm done with both eyes. Going in with this NYX color that my cousin gave me. It's a single eyeshadow. I believe it's like a champagne pink. Just to add a little bit more pop. And onto the lips. So this is the color Ebony from a beauty supply store. And I love this dark. I love me a dark lip. Like, I'm using the Ebony lipstick as a lip liner. And you can go in with an actual liner if you want to. I didn't have one on hand. And I just like to take that right around the edge. What you want to do, rub your lips together to blend it out. And you're going to keep doing this. Tedious work, but it's gorgeous. Or you can take a brush and blend it out. I like to go in with my foundation color on a brush, or you could take a lighter lipstick if you have one and tap that right on in the middle. You can just use the lipstick, whatever your technique is. I like the natural lip. As with everything in makeup, the key is blending. So just keep going in there and working it out. Going back and forth with the color. And I'll do another video with my favorite makeup lipstick looks. Like, I love me a good lip. Sometimes all you need is a liner and a lip, and and you can rock it. Well, an eyeliner and a lip. Adding more of my foundation color to the middle. And tapping and blending. And we're tapping and blending. Blending and tapping. This is more of an updated 90s ombre. I believe the liner was a lot thinner. In the 90s, it wasn't as much brown. But I got a lot of lip to feel, so, you know. And just blending. You can take your foundation on a concealer brush to line under the lips to clean it up. Going back in with that fawn concealer just right in the middle for like an extra pop. It really makes your lips look kind of 3D. Yeah, I feel like I'm ready to go out with some of my auntie, listen to some MJB, some Mary J. Blige, you know, put on my thigh-high boots and rock it out. If we went in a paddy wagon, that's exactly what I would do. Now, you could just finish it off just like this, but I'm very picky when it comes to my lip. I will keep going back and forth to make sure that that line is blended out. Oh, there you go. See? When I first started doing this makeup look, when I first started doing the lipstick look for this, I thought I had messed it up. Like I kept adding too much liner, but the key is blending. It blends it out so pretty. I don't even think the camera picks up how pretty ombre lips look. And I'm finished. I'm just messing with my hair. This wig gave me Donna Summer's 80s, but 90s, you know, like an 80s, but the makeup look is 90s. And there you go. You could put on a gloss if you want that extra pop on your lip. Or you could just leave it as is. I normally would add a gloss. And I decided to go back in with that same eyeshadow color I added to the lid and just put it in the center of my lips. You can put like a shimmery color in the center of your lips. It adds even more of a 3D effect. You don't have to. But I'm extra, so I'm gonna go the extra mile. There you go. And you're done. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you prefer voiceovers or if you want to talk through. I have a whole series coming out talking about different things, music and makeup, and just, I like to talk. So you're going to see that from my channel. If you try this look, definitely send it to me, tag me in it. I want to live vicariously through all of you. I want to live vicariously and go back in time with our aunties. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. You can check out my next video here. Go on and click. Where we going other than work? Put on some music and watch the next video. Vibe out with me.